Previously on 21 Days.
It's cool to kind of see it come together, you know, because I'm realizing I got a bit of work to do.
3, 2.
It's not enough.
Not too focused on this event anymore. Get prepared and go to Tahiti, fight up.
Jordy Smith and CJ Hobgood are spending a final few days in the U.S. before the next stage of the 2013 ASP World Tour. With less than a week to go before the start of the Billabong Pro Tahiti, both surfers are making their final preparations. Former world champion and tour veteran Hobgood would be at home in Orlando, Florida, getting ready to leave for the contest. Current world number 4 Smith would be in California preparing to move closer to the coveted number 1 spot. With all the hard work and preparations in place, both surfers have their sights set on the legendary wave known as Teahupo'o and the forthcoming World Tour contest, the Billabong Pro Tahiti. Jordy Smith is in California and is beginning his day with a free surf. The famed break at Lowers will play host to a World Championship Tour contest in September. He's joined by fellow competitors Josh Kerr and Damian Hobgood.
Good to shred with the boys. Shred the gnar. Come on, Cozy. It was good to surf out there with Damo and Josh. Boys just flaring, so yeah, it kind of made me push a little harder. But there's definitely a few waves.
Following Smith's recent engagement to his fiancée, Lyndall, wedding plans are already in motion, and today he's fitting some of his closest friends with suits for the big day.
I just found out Jordy's shouting us them, so I'm even more stoked. I thought we were meant to pay for him, the groomsmen, but...
Yeah, let's do this.
He said, no, 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 boss.
That's charcoal, that's too charcoal. When you get in the sun, this thing will lighten
like
up.
10 to 14.
You guys will be in this color, and I'll be in this color.
It'll be darker.
Yeah, spots.
It's you go, boss.
It's too good.
Get a duvet made with this.
The boys were hysterical. It was incredible to have, you know, all my best friends in one room at the same time, all getting suited up. It's so weird though, because they're a bunch of surfers, and to see them in business suits was pretty cool and really formal.
Who's next?
Next on the agenda, a round of golf.
I went right in the first hole. Super right. Actually, last time I played was with Kersey. Or Fiji, yeah. Fiji. 7-iron. It's going on the money.
What? A shot, George.
Yeah, get in the hole.
Oh!
Great shot right there.
That wasn't real. That was photoshopped. Yeah, Jordy's got potential. You know, it's one of those sports that's for level-headed people. He's calm, but I wouldn't say level-headed.
Let's take this slow. I'll just take this real slow, boys. You know how many times I've nose-dived on 1 foot waves? This is what this is.
Kaka! No! No! What is it?
What about a hard putter?
Probably gonna hit the branch and smack someone in the face. I don't know. Knowing him, he'll probably bounce it off the tree into the hole.
Come on, Paul.
Nailed it. Kind of bummed. I was expecting more fireworks off the tree.
Having some downtime was awesome, you know. We've had such an intense first half here, yeah. So just to be here on the golf course right now is awesome, and it really relaxes me and helps me get ready for the next leg.
CJ Hobgood is back in Florida after the U.S. Open. Today he's at his property in Satellite Beach packing up some of his belongings. He's planning to rent out the house.
I took most of the stuff in this garage to Goodwill the other day. House is getting packed up. Gonna rent it out for a year or two, a couple years. Ideally, create some income so, you know, continue to support the family and continue to, you know, surf. You know, there was a point in my career where, you know, I don't know exactly how many years, but it was over 3 years where, you know, I was making over $1 million a year. I've had really big houses. I've had really nice cars, and I've had all these things. And at the end of the day, you know, I might have tough times, but really the big picture is like, it still pinched me. I'm living a dream job. It's hard to find a trophy that's not dinged up, but this is the first WCT I ever won. This is the first time they ran the CT in Tahiti. This is the year Mark Akalupo won the world title, and I was in the final with him. This is my trophy of the year I won Tahiti. I don't feel like it's any of this stuff's ever made me or break me. You know, when I look at these trophies, I really just think of the people that I've met along the way, and the, you know, the amazing places I've seen. But you know, when I look at each one of these trophies, that's what I think of.
For Hobgood, his attention must quickly shift from life at home to the upcoming Billabong Pro in Tahiti.
I know Tahiti's coming up. I know there's a chance it could be really big, and I gotta face my fears, you know? I know it's gonna be there, and I know I'm gonna face it, and I know I'm gonna enjoy it. So I've always felt that way from the first time I went there and surfed it.
In Newport Beach, Jordy Smith's meeting with Travis Lee from Channel Islands Surfboards. Today's meeting is designed to refine Smith's vast board selection before he leaves for Tahiti.
Well, I just got to figure out my boards for Tahiti, give it back a couple of boards, and start getting things into gear. This board I rode, I liked it. Maybe I got to give it another go. Speak to Trav about it. Old Fred Rubble. I think it went good. I just can't remember. Yeah, Trav. Come in, dude. Hey, bro.
Oh, hanging in there.
Good?
Yeah.
Trav's awesome, you know. I can rely on him for anything, you know, when it comes to my surfboards. And yeah, he's always that guy that I can get honest feedback from as well. This one, I'll start with this one. This one's, it's an old Fred, but I can't remember how it went. So I was thinking, should I just keep it? It's a little thin. Exactly.
They were fun, but I don't think it's something you'd ride in heats.
No.
And right now, that's kind of the focus. He's one of the guys that in the past has kind of been a big offender of having too many boards, and that decision-making process when it comes to an event just like plays with your head.
You know what I wanted to try that's along the same lines as this? Is just a whitetail rookie, slightly smaller.
I'm going to argue with you again because I'm going to look back in the files, and we've probably done this.
Probably tried it.
You found what works for this year.
Yeah.
Let's focus on winning and making heats.
Okay.
I mean, we've been going in circles with boards for years, so it's nice that this year we've come to a few designs that actually work really well.
With Smith's boards in order, his full attention can be set towards competing in Tahiti.
I've never had a good result there. I've had a lot of bad luck, but I'm going to go in there with, you know, a really strong head and give it my best. Thanks, doggy.
Yeah.
Thanks for coming around.
Cool. All right, bud. We'll see you soon.
Thanks, T.
Okay.
I'll see you later.
Papeete Airport, Tahiti, and CJ Hobgood is arriving in the middle of the night for a 2-week stay on the island for the Billabong Pro Tahiti. The remote location of the contest provides a unique environment for competitors unlike any other stop on the ASP World Tour.
It's about an hour 45 drive out to the end of the road. I've been staying the last 10 years. I've always stayed at Mama and Papa Teva's house. They're like family. I swear they are. When we leave, they cry every time. So we get to spend 2 weeks with our Tahitian family, and Brett, Damo, Kieran. You become like a pretty tight-knit. Even though you're competing against all these people, you become pretty tight-knit because you're running a boat and you spend so much time together.
In spite of the unique atmosphere surrounding the event, the grand scale of surfing Teahupo'o is something Hobgood is all too familiar with.
Of course Tahiti's huge. The way it gets my heart beating and the way it gets the blood flowing through my veins. I like sit there at night when the waves get big and I can't sleep because I'm so excited about the unknown and what's gonna happen out there.
CJ Hobgood's prowess at Teahupo'o is famous throughout the surfing world, from making the final at the event in his rookie year to winning in 2004, combined with numerous high-place finishes along the way. It's a spot Hobgood relishes the opportunity to compete at.
My ability to do well there is directly affected by how much I love it. You know, I want to go out there and surf again. I want to surf another heat. I want to free surf. I want to ultimately paddle for a wave that everything in my body is saying, don't do it, you're not going to make it.
It's 3 days before the start of the Billabong Pro Tahiti, and Jordy Smith has arrived on the island with his coach, Jared Howes. Howes is helping Smith to focus and get organized for the contest.
How different are these boards to your Fiji boards?
Same boards.
Are they?
Yeah.
Oh, that's good. At least you know they work.
Yeah. Same models.
This would probably be the first year you've had a properly
quiver,
tuned quiver, like by the same shape. Right?
Yeah. Never done too amazing out here, so this year could be.
This is the year.
This is the year to be different. Traveling with Jared is amazing, and his personality is so stable. It's really important to have someone like that on the road, you know, all the time. He tells you how it is, you know. If you're screwing up, he'll tell you. Sometimes it's a little hard to take, but I'm really open like that, and I trust his judgment.
The good times are so easy, but you know, when there's a loss, you know, it's really hard because you don't want to go straight in. You know, those times are tough, and you definitely have to choose your words wisely. It just seems like there's like a good little natural bond and relationship. You know, I can surf with him every day. I sort of help him test boards. We can review footage together really easily.
As Smith looks to progress through the competition, he and Howes take the opportunity to analyze contest footage from Fiji and Tahiti.
You're confident out there, eh?
Yeah. Such a good wave.
The restaurant's takeoff's not too different, I guess, to Chopes in the fact that you've got to, like, you know, they're pretty steep, under the lip kind of takeoffs. I've watched his heats over the past couple of years. I quickly, you know, realised that it's not his lack of sort of tube riding skills or fear because he charges. It's just, I think, a matter of being confident in the lineup, and that's I guess, an experience thing. Oof, that was sick. You can see your styles changed in backhand pits from that Fiji footage
to this.
Just then, yeah. I can just remind him of little things that, you know, he needs to remember if he wants to just dominate a heat from start to finish.
To have Jared there in the lineup, can't be like screaming and shouting at you. You've got enough pressure on your shoulder as it is when a set's coming in. The last thing you need is him saying, go, 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 and it's a 10-foot closeout. But
I wouldn't do that to you.
Yeah. He, you know, gives you great encouragement or tells you, you know, what you could do to just kind of lengthen your score a bit. And yeah, that's all you can kind of do out there really, other than come out of the waves that you catch.
With mines and boards prepared, Smith and Howes make their way out to the lineup at Teahupo'o for a warm-up. The conditions are far from ideal.
Are you kidding me?
But in this event where you have to be ready for anything, practice and time in the water are crucial.
You know, looking at the forecast, you can never really tell what it's going to do. It's the Pacific, you know, so swell sharp overnight here.
Oh, he seems super amped. Yeah, he's got a lot of energy, and since Huntington's finished, he's been pretty focused on Teahupo'o, and yeah, he was psyched out there. We had a couple little like heats. We set the watch for 15 minutes, and yeah, getting into it. But no, good start for sure.
That was fun. Fun little first surf.
He's just in a great place in his life at the moment. That carrot's definitely dangling right in front of him, and he can easily make the final here or win it.
You know, the guys in front of me right now, I think I'm kind of slipstreaming behind them, but I want to be able to enjoy the moments that I have, you know, whether it be winning, losing, whatever it is, you know. That's one thing that I'm definitely going to, you know, keep in mind.
CJ Hobgood is waking up to his first morning back in Tahiti. Having competed at the event for over a decade, it's a familiar setting for the tour veteran.
Woke up this morning and, you know, saw Mom and Papa Teva, gave him a big hug and kiss, and then you know, they instantly just want to just be hospitable, you know. I'll probably hang on to this more than, you know, any other events. It's such an extreme opposite to what we are used to. It does, I mean, it takes a little bit to get used to. So I've been mentally preparing myself for the slowness, so got some good books. I haven't stickered my boards up or anything because I know when I get here I'm gonna have plenty of time to do all that.
Beyond competing at the contest, the native way of life in Tahiti presents many challenges to the surfers. Today, Hobgood is assessing the condition of the Teva family's boat to try to get it working before his housemates arrive.
This is the tub. This thing's been in use for last 10 or 12 years since I've been here. This tub's notorious. We're usually coming into the channel and everyone's like, whoa, hey, what are you doing? And we're like, dude, it's the tub, bro. This thing's got a mind of its own. Like, just watch out, we're coming in hot. There's a couple positives right now. Well, the plug looks like it's in, that's a positive. I mean, you can see this thing was sitting in water for a little bit, so hope it's watertight. Yeah, so we'll just go get some gas and some 2-cycle, put it in this, push it in the water, and then try to crank her up, you know? Well, it says oil per 5 liters of petrol. So what are you supposed to do? 25 to 1, 50 to 1, or 100 to 1? Oh, that was a really good sign. Hey, that's almost too good to be true right there, guys. Who's ready to go to Teahupo'o in the tub?
With the boat up and running, it's time for Hobgood to get his first look at Teahupo'o before the contest. However, the poor conditions provide a limited canvas for practice.
No one's out! It's firing and no one's out!
Despite the conditions being poor today, as a Teahupo'o veteran, Hobgood is well aware of the need to be ready for any type of conditions during the contest.
It looks like the waves are gonna be small for the next few days at least, you know, so. You're still preparing, but you're still being super open to whatever's gonna happen.
As surfing fans eagerly await one of the most prestigious events on the ASP Tour calendar, the Billabong Pro Tahiti, both surfers adjust to island life in paradise. But even in this idyllic setting, the work must continue. As the world title race begins to heat up, the surfers realize that there is no margin for error, no time to lose focus. For Hobgood, he knows that when it's time to look over the ledge and commit to the drop, there will be no holding back. But he also realizes that fearless tactics alone won't win him this contest. He must gather together all the experiences gained from his long career as a pro surfer.
I mean, really what I think about is like, all right, man, the pressure's on, you know? Like, I'm just hoping that the pressure's a good thing and I go out there and ultimately elevate my game.
For Smith, the surfing world looks on to see if the 25-year-old talent can make his move. To see if he can loosen the grip which the Slater, Fanning, Parkinson axis seem to have on surfing's most prized crown.
This year, you know, I want to be in it. I want to be involved in what's going on. I want to get down to the nitty-gritty, and I want it to be something that I have to fight for.
As the Billabong Pro Tahiti commences, the surfers turn to the task at hand.